Alright guys, I am on the main Magic the Gathering website here, and I think I found something interesting. I don't know if it's an intentional thing that Wizards of the Coast released or if it was an accident or what's going on, but if you go to a page that no one's ever clicked on before, which is the product page for Reality Fracture, you get this page, and not much is going on. It doesn't release until October 2026, right? So there's not much to see here. But there kind of is. What's this in the background? Pretty weird, right? So there's no way to grab this image. You have to inspect and do some. Guys, I'm a super hacker. I'm like that girl from Jurassic Park, I swear. So here's the first one, and there's just nothing here. Just clouds, lightning, not much going on. But here's the other one. Actually, here's the other one. Technically, it's sideways. It's really dark, and there's some stuff. There's some stuff happening here. So here's what it looks like when we flip it. But it's still really dark. But there's some interesting stuff. We have we have different planes. Actually, I can just open this and we can enhance and we can enhance. Maybe not that much. Okay, we have enhanced. So what do we see? We see Strixhaven. This is for sure Strixhaven here with these rocks you see up here. Very common in Strixhaven. As an example, here is Strixhaven University. We see like these trees down here with the rocks and the dome, which is exactly what we're seeing here with the trees. It's really blurry when we zoom in, but we got the trees, we've got the dome, we've got the rocks. Very common visual trope in Strixhaven, by the way. Like here's the Strixhaven set, and like we see it back here on Eager First Year. We see it here on Secret Rendezvous. We see it on a mountain here. I believe it's in the background of the Lurehold dragon. There it is again. Right, so just a common trope in this set, or rather on this plane. So this is Strixhaven. We also see some, are they thopters or are they birds? This one looks like a bird, this one looks like a thopter. I don't know what's going on there. Scrolling down, this looks like Innistrad. Very like gothic church looking thing. Got the moon, very spooky. Down here, I don't know. If we zoom out, this looks like a different plane. This one's different here, but there's not much to see. This is different, but I can't tell what's going on. Is this a person? I kind of see like arms, but I don't know. Like this is the face. These are arms, but I can't tell. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on there. We have this here, this row, which also, I can't tell what's going on. Kind of stained glassy, like Dominaria, but I don't know what's going on with those. But that's a row. We also see like there's something here. Can you see? Like there's like hooks. This looks like a doorway, kind of. That's pretty weird looking. I don't know what's going on with this section. It kind of looks like a giant hand with claws. I don't think that's what it is. But maybe it's like maybe it's Edge of Eternities, because it kind of looks like planet-ish. Like we see this whole thing here. I swear these look like claws. So it looks like a giant hand, but then it doesn't quite line up. I don't know what's going on. We see like some spiky things up here too. That's weird. This kind of looks like Naya, to be honest, or something from Shards of Alara, but it's probably Zendikar, something newer, right? This is kind of generic, kind of looks like a mountain. We see like a giant spiked rock. We see some red, we see some blue. Kind of looks mountainous to me, or like a volcano, kind of. What else is here? There's some stuff up here, but it kind of looks Kaladesh-ish. We see like there's like a structure back here. You see an arch here, some like this grid pattern. We see trees. We see something flat here. My first thought, what's the card? I gotta look. Isn't it like reality something? Eternity's Crafter. This is what I was thinking of. It's not quite, whoops. It's not quite the same. I was thinking of this in my head. This thing back here. But it's way thinner. So maybe not that. Either way, weird. We have some other stuff up here. It's kind of hard to see. This is interesting. It's so hard to see. It blurs too much when we zoom in. When we zoom out, it's hard to tell, but it kind of looks like a doorway here or like a wall, potentially. We have some more mountain-looking things. We didn't see a Korea. Could this be a Korea? Could this be a Korea? Don't know. Anyway, so what does this tell us about reality fracture? Also, it's all fractured. It looks like a fractured glass. So people are predicting, and I'm starting to believe it looking at this, that it's going to be like a core set, but where we like do alternate reality versions of popular cards. The previous example of that would be Planar Chaos. So if you didn't play during this time, it was a long time ago, 2006, 2007, Time Spiral, which it would be easier if we looked at it with expansions here, and then go to Planar Chaos. So the Time Spiral block, Time Spiral was a nostalgia set where it looked at previous, like old nostalgic characters and it like reimagined them, brought them back to the current timeline, all that kind of stuff. Planar Chaos was like warped, where it would take popular cards and then like color shift them. I'll show you in a second. And then Future Sight was a prediction of a future set where it spoiled stuff coming up in future sets, but people didn't know they were spoilers, and it also like hinted at future mechanics and stuff. Just as an example, these cards they were all really weird. Like we had Tribal, this was new. We never had Tribal, and then that came in the next set. We had Kithkins, that was a spoiler for Lorwyn, which would come next set. Also just had all kinds of really weird designs. The Rigger guy was the popular example. Also, Dredge. Oh, Delve is here too, but I think Dredge was also here. Right here. Oh no, that's Delve too. I thought there was Dredge. Maybe it was just Delve. But this was way before Delve happened. Delve happened like 10 years later or something. But yeah, just the idea was this was like a look into the future. Kind of fun. Kind of a fun thing. It was fun to look at these cards and be like, oh, is this set coming? It never did. I was always excited for this. I wanted this set to come. It never came. Very sad. But yeah, Steamflogger Boss was a weird one that they recently did with an Unfinity set. But the point is, Planar Chaos, it took old cards like Krovax, and it was like, what if Krovax was a good guy? If you don't know, Krovax is a bad guy. He's a bad guy. And they're like, what if we made him a good guy? That was the idea of Planar Chaos. Some popular ones. Where's the spider? Where's Red? Oh, Shivan Wumpus is a fun one. This was a play on the Green Wumpus. There was Hunted Wumpus, which was in Magic for a long time, right? It was in multiple core sets, kind of a standard card. It wasn't that bad in the early game, or in the early days, because a 4-mana 6/6 was pretty good, and most people weren't playing big creatures. And then they made Shivan Wumpus, which was basically land destruction. But I think where's the spider? The spider was a fun one. I liked the spider. It wasn't a good card, but it was a fun example of what this set was doing. Needlepeak Spider. This was a play on Giant Spider. So Giant Spider, classic card again. It saw so much print. It was in alpha, I think. Yeah, way back here, right? Just a classic card, saw print over and over and over again. Was a staple card for a long time. It was a 4-mana 2/4 with reach. So they did a 4-mana 4/2 red card, right? Instead of a 4-mana 2/4 green defensive card, it's a 4-mana 4/2 aggro card. There was also Damnation. Why isn't Damnation? Oh, are these not in alphabetical order? I'm confused. Damnation classic because it's a play on Wrath of God. If I can type, which I can't. Wrath of God, 4 mana, destroy all creatures. This has some, it's white, so it has some sort of biblical ties. Not something they would do today, I don't think, right? But kind of biblical, white, holy, Wrath of God. So the black one is Damnation, does the same thing, 4 mana, destroys all creatures. Same card, word for word, identical, just now it's black instead of white, and it's Damnation instead of Wrath of God. That's what Planar Chaos did, and that's what people think this reality fracture might be, is a Planar Chaos-esque thing, where it's just like, here's a bunch of characters and stuff, and here's like alternate versions of them. Reality fracture, right? The fear that I had was that it was going to be a universes within and universes beyond crossover thing where they team up, right? You have Jace teaming up with Spider-Man. Oh boy, and it's still possible. It is still possible. We could still have SpongeBob SquarePants going to Strixhaven University. We could still have Teletubbies and Innistrad. That could still be a thing. We don't know. But at the very least, this kind of confirms that we are going to be seeing a bunch of different planes. The fact that we have Strixhaven and what looks like Innistrad, this kind of looks desert-y, I'm not sure. But we see what looks like a wide variety of planes. At least this one and this one look very different. And then we have this one down here, which does not look like Innistrad or Strixhaven that we know of. But it does seem to indicate that we're going to be seeing a lot of planes. It could be similar to Magic Foundations, right? Where you just see a bunch of different planes and characters. I don't know. But an interesting little find. It's crazy how much more exciting this is for me. Are these the same picture? I'm seeing, I thought this was extending into, like, looking at this. Is that Ikoria with the air? Are these the gems or whatever? They look like it zoomed out. Ha. Anyway, this is so much more exciting to me than Universes Beyond. We don't really have anything here other than locations, but this is like getting me excited for the set, whereas like I could not give a crap about Star Trek. Oh my god, I don't care about Lord of the Rings. I know all the I've read it, I've seen the movies, and like I already know everything. Like what do you want? I don't care. But this, I don't know what this is. And that excites me. And I miss when Magic was always like this. When every set was like a mystery and, you know, creative and interesting. But yeah. Anyway, it's interesting. This is interesting at least. I wish we got, you know, 6 sets of this every year as opposed to Spider-Man and Ninja Turtles. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Can I post these somewhere? Maybe I'll make a community post when this video goes up so you can grab them and download them and look yourself. You can also just grab it from that page if you know how. You can probably Google how if you don't, but I'll upload them. But they might be compressed from YouTube compression. YouTube might compress them even more, and they're pretty bad to begin with, but I'll upload them somewhere and link it in the description. And I still think these look like the same picture. Is this not a triangle? Is this not a triangle going like this? But then why? Huh. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. What do you see? I no longer see the man. I was seeing a person here, but now I see a triangle. Okay, I'm looking at this too much. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.